Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, and I'm going to run through all the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle with the shifter, you can pull it back into reverse. It will bring up the backup camera and the 360 camera so you can see all the way around the vehicle. Then you can also toggle through some different camera views. So you can show behind the vehicle, in front of the vehicle, sides looking forward, sides looking back, and then even the box of the pickup. Then you have neutral, drive, and if you go over to the left, you can shift through the gears manually. This vehicle does have electronic park brake, so every time you put the vehicle in park, it automatically engages the park brake, and when you take it out of park, it automatically disengages the park brake. Below that, you have a hold function. If you push that, you'll see a green hold light in the bottom right corner of the dash. That means it's on, and then the orange one next to it means it's active. So you can actually take your foot off the brake while the vehicle's in drive and it won't go anywhere. Say you're sitting in a drive-through and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, it'll hold it for you. Then when you're ready to move forward a spot, you just tap the gas pedal, it will release, move forward a spot, push down hard on the brake, and it'll activate again. Below that, you have the selector for 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low for the 4-wheel drive system. Then you have drive mode right here, so if this is lit up, you can spin this dial, and it'll go between sport, normal, and eco. Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible. Normal's for normal driving, and then sport is going to try to give you all the power that it can. Then you have a tow haul mode. If you're pulling a heavy trailer, it'll change the transmission shift points to help out. Then you have MTS, which is mode terrain select, and crawl control. Once I get the vehicle in 4 low, I will show you what those do. Now that the vehicle is in 4 low, if you hit crawl control, it'll bring up your side cameras and your front camera and some pitch and roll angles on the radio screen. And then if you spin that dial, you can go through 5 different speeds of crawl control. Basically, if you were to get stuck in sand or snow, anything like that, you can put it in crawl control and the vehicle will take over the gas and brake and try to get the vehicle unstuck for you. Then you have mode terrain select. If you push that and spin this dial, you can switch between rock, mud, sand, and auto, and it'll kind of change the transmission and 4-wheel drive system for those conditions. Next to that, you have trailer backup assist. So if you're backing up a trailer and you need some help, you can turn this on and it'll actually spin the steering wheel and help back up the trailer straight. Then you have a little camera with the word view underneath it. If you push that while you're in park, it'll give you a 360-degree walk around the vehicle. Then you have a rear locking differential. You do have to be in 4 low for that to work. And then you have electronic sway bar disconnect. That'll help you articulate a little more while you're off-roading. In front of the shifter, you have a wireless phone charger. Over here, you have an integrated trailer brake controller. This vehicle does have heated steering wheel, so you can turn that on right there. It also has heated and cooled seats. So you can go high, medium, low, and off for the heated seat, and then high, medium, low, and off for the cooled seat. The passenger controls are right there, and then the hazards for the vehicle are right there. This Tacoma has dual zone auto climate control. So this left dial will change the driver's side temperature. This auto button right here is like a thermostat for your car. So if it's on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70. And if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70. This will turn off the climate control. Mode will change where the vents are going to blow. This will turn recirculate on and off. This will do fan speeds up and down. This is front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front window. This will de-ice the back window and the side mirrors. This will turn AC on and off. This will change the passenger side temperature, and then the sync button will make the passenger side do whatever the driver's side does. On the top left corner of the radio screen, you have your cloud navigation. You do have to have an active subscription for this through Toyota, and then you'll have built-in maps on the radio. Otherwise, you can use your wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to use your phone's navigation on the screen for free. Then you have the music symbol. At the top, you have your favorites, where it'll show all your favorite radio stations off to the right. Then you have Tune, where you have FM, AM, and XM. You do get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. So if you go XM channel 59, tune to channel, it'll bring it up for you on the right side. If you like that station, you want to hit the heart, and it'll put it over on your favorites list. Down here, you can go channel by channel. You can pause it and back it up if you missed a song. You can even hit the notify me button, and if you like the artist or the song that's playing, you can check mark it and it'll tell you if it's playing on any XM station. Then if you go back, you have FM, AM, and XM. This is for finding music. So if you're looking for XM, music, rock music, it'll give you all the rock stations right there. The phone tab will just take you to your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and show all your contacts up on the screen. The vehicle tab here, you can do trip information like range to empty and miles per gallon that you're getting. It also has vehicle alert, so if there's anything wrong with the vehicle, it'll tell you right there. And then finally, you have the settings tab. You can log into your profile, change the date and time, make all kinds of different vehicle customizations. Up above, you have map light. This will turn all the lights in the truck on. This will turn all the lights off, and then right in the middle, anytime a door is open, the lights will come on. Over here on the left, this is how you open and close the rear sliding window. And then this vehicle does have a sunroof, so you can open and close the sunroof, or you can vent the sunroof up and down. Here's your SOS Safety Connect button. So if you get like a flat tire or have some sort of emergency, you can push that button. It'll call Toyota, and then they can send help your way. Then up here, this vehicle does have Home Link. So you have 1, 2, and 3 different garage door openers. If you push it, it'll actually walk you through a little video of how to sync up your garage door remote so you can use this instead. Then this vehicle also has a digital rearview mirror. So if you want a regular mirror, you can have it. Otherwise, if you pull this tab towards you, it'll show a camera out the back. And then if you want to make adjustments to that camera, you can go through here and move it up and down, left and right, tilt it, zoom in, whatever you want to do. Behind the steering wheel, you have the wipers. If you go up to mist, it'll do 1 swipe and then back to off. Then you have a delayed setting where you can adjust the delay time right there. Then you have low and high. If you pull this lever towards you, it'll spray and clean the front windshield. Over here on the headlights, you can go all the way down to DRL off, which is daytime running lights off, no lights at all. Most people leave it on auto all the time. They'll turn on and off on their own. Then there's park lights and headlights. Forward for high beam, back for low beam. And then you can turn the fog lights on and off right there. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have mode, which will go through AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth music, all your sources. Then these arrows here will go through your radio station favorites, or if you're listening to like Amazon Music or something, it'll do next song and back a song. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. So basically, if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set at 70 miles per hour, and you come up on a car that's going any slower, it'll sense that car, automatically slow down and match their speed. To set that, you just get to the speed you want to set it at, and you push this top left button right here. It'll say set at 70 miles per hour. If you want to bump it up to 72, you can go 1, 2. If you want to go back down to 70, you can go 1, 2. If you want to cancel the cruise control, you can hit this or tap the brake pedal. And then you do have a zone selector right here, so you can choose 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that's how close it'll follow the car in front of you. If you don't like the adaptive cruise control where it slows you down automatically, you can hit the mode button and it'll switch it over to regular cruise control where it won't slow you down. Then this vehicle does have lane trace assist. So if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and try to keep you perfectly centered. If you don't like that feature, you can turn it off by hitting that button right there. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have volume up and down for the radio. Then you have a voice command button. Tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
Then you have the left, right, up and down arrow. That's for customizing your center display. So if you hit the right arrow, you'll see that you have a screen 1, screen 2, and screen 3. And then you can customize each one. So if you hold down the OK button, you'll see that little pop-up there. Then you can go over to the left side, customize the left side to whatever you want. You can customize a few things on the middle, and then you can go over to the right side and customize the right side. Once you have it where you want it, you just hit the back button. It'll kick out of there, and then you can go screen 1, screen 2, and screen 3. Above that, you have a phone. If somebody calls you, it'll say call from whoever. You can hit that to answer it. You can hit it again to hang up. And then this is like a clear button, so if you ever get a notification up on the screen, you can hit that to clear it. Over on this side of the steering wheel, you can adjust the headlights on a Tacoma, so you can move them up and down to whatever location you want them to be at. Then this will adjust the brightness on your instrument panel. Over here, we'll open the fuel door for the vehicle. This will turn your automatic high beams on. So basically, if you're driving down the highway at night and you have your high beams on and you meet a car and forget to dim them, it can sense their headlights and dim them for you automatically. If you like that feature, you want it lit up like that, this will turn traction control off. The AC 120 volt will turn on the plug-in in the box of the truck. This is the power tailgate, so if you hold it for about 2 seconds, it'll put the tailgate down, and if you hold it again, it'll put it up. Then you have 4 auxiliary switches right here. They don't currently do anything, but they have plug-ins under the hood, so if you wanted to add extra lighting or anything on the outside, you have buttons already where you can add stuff. Then down here you have the cargo light for the box. You can turn it on all the time, off all the time, or right in the middle is when the doors are open, it'll light up the cargo area back there. And then the TRD Pro does have a light bar in the grill. You can hit that button to turn it on right there. Finally, on the driver door, you have the window locks. So if you turn that on, nobody in the vehicle can roll the windows up or down. Then you have all 4 window switches. They are all one-touch auto up and down. So if you give it a quick push, it'll roll all the way down. And if you lift up on it real quick, it'll roll all the way back up. Then you have lock and unlock for the doors. If you want to adjust the mirrors, you just push the left one, move the left one around, push the right one, move the right one around, and then if you put it back in the center, if you bump this, it won't go anywhere. And that should be all the buttons on this 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.